Well, hello. Welcome to a Saturday night live stream. Special edition. Unplanned, not scheduled. And I'm talking to myself right now because there's no one here because this wasn't scheduled. So, I guess I'll just sit here and stare at nothing. There we go. Our first contestant, Zen Ginger Sushi Berry. I'm not sure why you changed your name, but hello. Joel J Z Chris is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I've been working with fish all day, and I just sat down, and apparently I didn't get enough because now I want to talk about fish. Bob Fish doing great. Pony Girl, hello, Cindy, William, Edgar, Aqua Discovery. An old school, old fashioned Saturday night stream. How do you, Bob? I do well. Thank you, Joel G, for dropping a $1 turd. I appreciate it. Feel free to drop as many turds as you want. Bob Zen named me. You can still use Steph. Do you like sushi? I would hope so. Or is it like when you call big guys tiny, so you really hate sushi? I don't know. So, actually, what I was doing is I was putting together my next fish list as far as what I'm going to buy and what I'm looking to buy, things like that. And I'm looking through the list, and I'm really taking a liking to African cichlids lately. And I'm hoping someone can talk me out of it. I feel like bringing in African cichlids would be a kind of a death sentence to my website because I'm not really known for African cichlids, although they are pretty much my second or third. They're in my top five. Well, I mean cichlids in general. So rainbow fish and then cichlids. So we could go with just cichlids. Anthony, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. I love sushi. Actually had sushi today. I do not love sushi, but that's the way it is. William says, love African cichlids. Yeah, me too. Way, way too many cichlid sellers out there. But are there, Chris? Are there really? So let's name some African cichlid sellers, because honestly, I don't know. Like, I get all my African cichlids from one person, pretty much. And if that one person doesn't have them, then I just don't buy them. You need to catch 176 fish right now. So obviously, I mean, I don't know. I'm one. So I'm curious, like, how many actual sellers are there? And I'm not talking about bringing in all the common crap. I'm talking about like more, well, what I would consider rare stuff. I definitely don't live in African cichlid territory, Terry's tropical tanks, but I also don't ever ship locally. I've had like 3 customers locally, and when I say locally, I mean like Washington State. Everything else, like 90 to 95% of my packages go to the east of the Mississippi. So yeah, since I ship, it doesn't really matter like my location. MMA, okay. Yeah, so I realized for the East Coast cichlid, but there's Tampa Bay cichlids. Tampa Bay cichlids. Why does that ring a bell? I don't know. But anyways, like I wouldn't bring in like a large amount. I would only bring in fish that I like, which is also another death sentence, right? You're supposed to sell what's popular, not the fish you like. So, well, let me just show you an example. Like the Greenwood eye. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this Victorian, but I can show you right here. I absolutely love this fish. It used to be called a black velvet. It's no longer that. It has now been reclassified. And I don't know, do they still call it the common name if the scientific name gets changed? I don't know. But this is a beautiful, beautiful fish in my opinion. I just love the all black. I used to have a Pundamilia species that was all black like this, and it didn't have the red on the fins, on the caudal fin or the dorsal fin, but see, like this is something that you really don't see every day. Like you're not gonna walk into a PetSmart and find this, obviously. But anyways, that's kind of the stuff I'm talking about. And then like shell dwellers. Everyone loves shell dwellers, but they're really hard to come by, actually. I do have access to one shell dweller, but they're expensive, and I don't remember what the name was, so too bad. I have a sunshine cichlid, smartest fish I ever owned. They are smart. They are smart. Oh, I think I missed another dollar turd from Joel JZ. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Candy says, I want shell dwellers. Yep. Shell dwellers are awesome. Multis are awesome. I'll probably start selling multis next year. My own multis that I've been breeding for years and years and years. Adams Aquaculture says, just got a Fahaka puffer. Any advice? Make sure you put fish with it that you don't care if they get killed and eaten. Fahaka puffers can get pretty angry sometimes, so just be careful with what fish you put in it. Also, you want to make sure you have a tank big enough. Like 125 is like the minimum size for that, and even then it gets kind of tight when it's full grown. So if you don't have that big of a tank for it, just be sure to be prepared because it will get that big. You'll see my Mabu puffer in tomorrow's video. Little Steen makes an appearance in tomorrow's video, so that's pretty neat. Speak shell dwellers, and I'm here. Yeah, oh, they're so expensive though. They're so expensive. When you get outside of like Similis and Multis, then they get really expensive. How did you hang your camera above the fish tank in the background? This is not my video. So this video was sent to me like years and years ago. But you could do this with like a tripod. It's not very hard. And yeah. So I say that now as the guy who dropped a camera into a tank. So Bob, is one of those L plecos you're bringing in the butterfly pleco? Yes, I ordered L52 butterfly plecos. And that is what those are. Pretty yellow fishes, but mean. Wait, what? Ooh, a red thumbs up? I've actually never seen that before. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nathan Alexander with the $2 super chat. Thank you, my friend. A red thumbs up. That's very contrasting to the blue. You want him like just one L52? I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna get them though. I did order them. It said they were in limited stock. Limited stock. So a lot of I did a catfish order, and being a member, Matthew was able to see what my order was, so that's how he knows. It's the L52. L52. I have a Fahaka in a 5-gallon. It's 1 inch, and it's a quarantine tank. We'll make sure you deworm it. You know, you always want to deworm puffers, even if they're captive bred. I would still deworm it. Honestly, I haven't found shell dwellers that bad price-wise. Sumbu were the only ones that I spent way too much on. Yeah, those are pretty spendy. But like the gold ocellatus can get kind of spendy. Pearly ocellatus, things like that. I sent my daughter's Roku swimming. Worked after I dried it out. Yeah, mine did not. I dropped my camera. I'm looking at it right now. It's this Canon G7X. I dropped this in a tank, and then I put it, you know, I like dried it off the best I could, and then I put it in a tub of rice for a couple days, and it just never came back to life. It does turn on. It will turn on for a split second, and then it dies. I liked On the Way In. Did everyone else? Mr. B's Fishing Things. Hello, my friend. Congrats on the new puppy. Those things are amazing. Pre-game time. Catch this stream tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. What game? What game are we missing? Matthew Vargas, $5 super chat. What game? I don't know what you're talking about. Army versus Navy? I know that was today, wasn't it? I don't know. I don't pay attention. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard for me because they have a lot of really cool species, and just cichlids in general. Like, just even getting away from African cichlids, like they have some really cool pike cichlids that would be awesome to bring in. I'm thinking about bringing in some Jurupari. Jurupari are pretty sweet, and fairly well. They're kind of expensive fish, but I still kind of want to bring them in. And there was another one that I don't remember. For some reason, I really like the chocolate cichlid, and I'm normally not a fan of like the Central American, the bigger Central South American cichlids, but I don't know why. There's just something about the the chocolate cichlid that I really like. I can't explain it. I'm not even like a big fan of eating chocolate. So many surprise streams lately, are there? I'm going to be streaming on my other channel tonight, but I was sitting here just doing fish stuff and working on my computer, and I figured I might as well go live for a couple minutes. John Gonzalez says, I see my Pleco once a month at best. I have those Plecos too, but they're still awesome. I could never not have Plecos. Love my black striped pike. He's about 14 inches. Yeah, they have the Proteus spike. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And then they also have the zebra pikes, and the zebra pikes are insanely expensive. ESPN Ocho showing Obscure Sports League Dodgeball Championships. What? I have 7 little teeny tiny baby pea puffers now. I can't get them to eat anything. I've offered microworms, bloodworms, infusoria, snails, what to do. Well, how long have you had them? Let me ask you that, because they got to be eating something. If this is something you've been having, if you've had them for a while, they're definitely eating something. Duke Nukem, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Your blennies kind of remind me when I saw a freshwater flounder at the fish store. I can actually order freshwater flounders. However, the blennies that I got are not freshwater. Just like I knew they weren't going to be freshwater. I mean, I don't know how they can even say they're freshwater, and they're not even available anymore. Like they're already out of the wholesaler. You can't get them anymore. So this might be it for a while. So I haven't decided if I'm going to make a brackish tank for them or just get rid of them to somebody who's maybe, well, a little more versed in brackish tanks. I've actually never set one up before. Not that it's hard. I already have the salt from when I used to have a saltwater tank. So I did sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Just give them a little bit of a salinity so they would, I don't know, maybe be a little better. But fake marketing, perhaps. I'm sure that they got them and were told that they were freshwater, but I got the scientific name from them. And if you look, I mean, I've been looking at papers and studying this fish now for about a week and a half. And everything I find, even going back to when they were first described, I think in like 1896 or something like that, like they're collected out of in like southern Japan, out of the sea. So I don't know how you could say that they're freshwater. This doesn't make any sense to me. Father Fish, what's going on, my friend? How brackish are they? I have a source for more. So that's the other thing I haven't found. People say they keep them in brackish, but no one's saying like salinity levels specifically. So it's pretty much just a guessing game at this point. But they are eating, so that means that they're somewhat happy for now. But brackish fish can survive in freshwater for, some of them can go like months, and then they eventually die. But when the water ripples behind Bob, my eyes see Bob ripple too. I don't know. I shouldn't be rippling. Try floating food like flake for the peas. Oh yeah, pea puffers. Sorry, I don't have like very much experience with pea puffers at all. My only experience is with adults, and bloodworms were the way to go. You could try like chopping up your bloodworms so they're really small. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Honestly, I would still set up a tank for them. They gave me a shell dweller vibe. Really wanted them for the blennies. Yeah, everybody wants the blennies. Everybody. You would not believe how many emails I got over these blennies. It's insane. They're awesome, but everybody wants them. Kenny Overalls, why do you have a blue wrench by your name? That means that she can ban you. Anyone with a blue wrench can ban you and delete your comments. They can time you out. They can remove you. They can ban you. They can punch you in the face. Pretty much they can do whatever they want. Duke Nukem says, what's your favorite fish? Probably, I I could not. Obviously, rainbow fish are my favorite type. Everybody knows that. But as far as like my favorite fish, I couldn't say. I couldn't say. Miso soup always made my tummy feel better. Miso soup. Miso hungry. Miso huh? Anyways, rainbow fish. Yep. Got all the reptiles fed today. The Ackies are more and more fun by the day. Yeah. You need to get them to breed, man. You need to get them to spawn. Rachel O'Leary is here. Howdy, just stopping by briefly. Hello, Rachel O'Leary. Matthew, I think he's working back down to 1,000. What are you talking about? Somebody asked me like a serious question at some point. Oh, Mike, Fish Tank Barn is here. Hello, hello, hello. I tried to go to your live stream. I think somebody posted it on Facebook, and I tried to go to your live stream, and it said that the video had been deleted. So I could not join your live stream. Honestly, I think it's set up. Okay, I got that one. I thought I saw a real question in here. Maybe I didn't. Bob, oh, here it is. Bob, what is your New Year goals for your channel? Is there a specific follower account you're going for? Nope. No, I don't really do that stuff anymore. As far as like, oh, I want to get 50,000 by this time, or 40,000 by this time. I don't know. And I think it's too premature to start making goals for next year when we don't even know what's going to happen in January. Even YouTube doesn't even know what's going to happen in January. Like, they've revised their terms of service like 100 times in the last day. So, I mean, I can't really set goals if I don't know what even YouTube is going to do. They're trying to change. They're basically messing with the vernacular of COPA. And they change it every day, and who knows? So once they get all that worked out, then maybe I could actually sit down and set some goals. But my goal is just have fun and not get caught up on subscriber counts and things like that, because that's not very fun. Yeah, I was having an issue getting it started. There's a new link out on Facebook. Oh, okay. I thought I was banned. I thought I got banned. Just kidding. I knew it said deleted, not banned. Just saw the ripple. It was kind of psychedelic-ish. All right. I wonder if Bob is pre-gaming too. I do not drink, so no. This is wild cherry carbonated water that's normally clear, and then I add vitamins and minerals to it, and that makes it red. So this is not some fruity drink. Well, that was smart. I just decided to turn that upside down. Now I gotta clean this up. I just spilled it all over myself. It's my first day, guys. Give me a break. I've never live streamed before. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right. All right. So, anyways, Sean says my goal next year is to find whatever that is, snails. The Faka won't eat any snails. Do you have any advice to get them to? Well, what kind of snails? First of all, try many different types of snails. Try crawdads. I don't know how. I mean, you said it's in a 5-gallon, so it can't be very big. Try shrimp if you can get like ghost shrimp, something like that. A bit of diatomaceous earth. No, there's no diatomaceous earth in here. I put diatomaceous earth in my smoothies in the morning, because it's really flat. Like, it really flattens out the taste of anything. So you need all those like fruits and to make the flavor still there. If you put diatomaceous earth in water, it's like clay. Like, not the texture, but that's what it tastes like. So yeah. It's not very flavorful. Pond snails. Pond snails should be good. I would try shrimp. Maybe try to find some ghost shrimp. Brandon guy says those Praycock rainbows lay eggs all the time. Then the SAEs and Empire Gudgeons come in behind them and eat the eggs. I don't mind. Yeah, those Praycock rainbows are amazing. And I have like 15 females, and I'm probably going to throw them all in my 240-gallon. I was going to try maybe to sell them for cheap, but I don't know. You got to be like a really hardcore rainbow nerd like me to want females. And the females color up too. They get the color. It's just not nearly as bright as the males, and so everyone always wants the males. But yeah, those are really, really, really cool fish. Terry's Tropical Tank says, I'm impressed you know what diatomaceous earth tastes like. I mean, I do eat it, so... I have no issues with diatomaceous earth as aquarium soil. It's what I breed my cories on. Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. It's in Pepto Bishop. Pepto Bishop. It's also really good for your joints as well. And that's why I take it. I take it for my knees. Like, it... When I take diatomaceous earth and then if I don't take it for a while, it's like a pretty noticeable difference. So... Anyways, yeah, so what do you guys think? Should I buy cichlids? Should I not buy cichlids? Should I buy African, South American, or Central, or all of the above? I feel like I should just get what I want and do what I want. I mean, I always do anyways. Looking through the list, like, I don't know. Yellow labs would be cool, but that's a fish that everybody and their mom sells. I might try... Pseudocrenolabris nicolesi again. Nicolesi. I might try those again, but I don't know. I've tried those 3 times. I've never had good luck with them, so I don't know. Let me look to see it. There's only one type of excuse me. There's only one type of shell dweller, and I'm trying to find it. Or wait, maybe there wasn't. I'm looking at my list right now. Hold on. Hold the phones. The Signatus. That's it. I can get the Signatus, but they're really expensive. And now I lost my chat. I haven't heard of diatomaceous earth for joints. Got a bad knee. Going to try it. Whoa, 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 Chevy Fish. Research it before you do it. Just don't go off what I'm saying. And I don't even have bad knees. I just, I played hockey for like 10 years. Kickboxing, all that stuff. So my knees, they've definitely been put through the ringer. But they're not like terrible. Favorite shell dwellers... I will tell you, my absolute favorite shell dweller is the gold ocellatus. By far. I'm down to 1 male. I've been keeping them for a very long time. And I never bred them, which was a huge mistake. Because they're like $20 a piece. And the person that was breeding them that I got them from no longer keeps them. I mean, doesn't even live in the state anymore, so that doesn't help. But, yeah, I should have bred them. But I was lazy. My yellow labs are a trip. Always moving at speed of light. Yeah, a really cool tank is yellow labs with the blue dolphin cichlids. There's just something about the yellow and the blue that just looks amazing. And again, it's something that I used to have. You always, like... I don't know why I always do this. Like, I always say, oh, these fish are amazing. Oh, this combination of fish are amazing. And it's all stuff that I've had in the past that I've got bored with and got rid of them. And then I'm like, man, I should have never got rid of those fish. I don't know if anyone else does that or if it's just me, but I do that all the time. Breed and Mbuna. You can sell both males and females at any age. What's expensive for Signatus? I don't know. Does anyone sell them? For sale. Nope. I don't see any for sale anywhere. Maybe that's why they're so expensive. Yeah, I don't see any. I don't know. Ocellatus are so mean and so pretty. I think they get a bad rap. I don't think they're that mean, but they're I would say they're feisty, but they're not mean. They don't like go out of their way to murder everything mean, but they will murder anything that gets next to their shell type of mean. So I don't know. After we make it to Arizona, you've inspired me to do a 6-foot rainbow tank. Good job, Bob. Good job. They're pretty awesome. You gotta watch for the heat though in Arizona. I hear a lot of people with like fish rooms struggle with the heat down there. Of course, I'm not saying you're gonna have a fish room, but your Ackies would love it there for sure. Signatus are pretty cool looking. Yeah, at the price I get them at, I would have to sell them for like $40 a piece. And I don't know of anyone that's gonna spend $40 on a shell dweller for one, especially when you have to buy like 6. You know, you would need a colony. You're not alone. I keep getting same fish I had and miss. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone there because honestly, like, I always get rid of fish and then it never fails that I wish I had them again. And like my whole fish keeping career has been like a cycle, although it's kind of like leveled out. You know, I used to go back and forth between planet tanks for like a year or two, and then cichlids for like a year or two. And then planet like African cichlids, and then back to planet tanks, and going back and forth, and I haven't really got back into cichlids, but now I'm starting to get that urge, getting that bug, because they're just really fun fish, really fun. Lots of color, lots of attitude. Oh, the Ackies will have an outdoor enclosure. I want to do a lot of outdoor reptiles. It's going to be awesome. The fish tanks will be mostly displays and living furniture. That's the way to do it. You rarely see Signatus for sale. Well, yeah, so I found one place, like they're on Live Fish Direct's website, but there's no price because they're out of stock. Which is so annoying. Not that they're out of stock, but they don't show the price. And a lot of places I found, and I'm not Live Fish Direct, mind you, by any means, because they don't show the price, so they don't do this. But I have found places that when their item is out of stock, they actually lower the price. So when you search for it, and like, oh man, this fish is only $5, that's half the price as anyone else. And then when they get it back in stock, they put the price back to the regular price of like $10. And it's pretty frustrating. Pretty devious tactics, if you ask me. Plus, I wanted Signatus for the 280. I don't know. I probably would never order in the Signatus because again, I'd have to sell them for like $40. And I don't think people are gonna come to my website to spend $40 on shell dwellers. Just saying. Let's see. I don't know how long I'm gonna go tonight. This is all just kind of unplanned, just hanging out. Let me show you. Now I can't show you, but I can tell you. I've really been looking at Victorian cichlids, which would be a terrible investment. But like the, oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce this. The AENEO color yellow belly Victorian. I really, really like that fish. There's so many good looking Victorians, but the problem is you could have like a whole group of them, and you could have like 12 of them, and you're only gonna have one color up. You're only gonna have the dominant male color up. The subdominant males, they have a little bit of color, but they're not interested in getting killed, so they usually don't flare up, and it's hard to sell that. Like someone would specifically have to know that fish and what they want, and that's the problem with Victorians, like in my opinion. Like the flamebacks are really nice. There's so many nice ones. I don't know why I keep minimizing my chat like an idiot. Dirty old farmhand. YouTube didn't notify me when you started. That's all right. YouTube doesn't send out notifications for my channel. It's it's a very low percent, and I was actually been kind of monitoring this. Like the last video that I put out yesterday, only sent out 13% ish notifications. So I don't know how many subscribers I have, like 35,000. Only like 13% of them got a notification. Which is pretty frustrating, but you know, that's just the way it is. I have a breeding pair of Victorians if you want them. I've fallen out of love with them. Well, what kind? Aneo color. Duke Nukem, I would just assume, like, if they're Lake Victorian cichlids, then I just assume that they're hyper aggressive. I had some undescribed Pundamelia species. They weren't that bad. They weren't that bad, but I had like 15 of them, so it was really spread out. And that's again another fish that I never should have got rid of because it was collected by Lawrence Kent. Went over there, personally collected him, brought him back. It was a new fish, and it's just very frustrating that I decided to get rid of that fish. I can't remember who I gave him to. I still have him in the email though. Like I saved the email so I could find him. Hopefully. Bob Livefish Directs has female ocellatus. If you have male to breed with, I don't have a female, like a female gold ocellatus. I don't want a pearly. Gotta be gold. Gotta be gold. Someday I might try African cichlids. I've only kept South American cichlids so far. Well, pistos are awesome. I've actually been trying like crazy to find a pistos, and nobody has them. I don't know, like what the deal is. I just can't believe that they're not that popular. That nobody has them. Like wholesalers have. Out of my 3 wholesalers, there's one species out of all of them. There's one wholesaler that has them, and it's one species, and it's not a good one. So I haven't ordered it, but I don't know what the deal is with the pistos, man. They're awesome fish, and I feel like someone could be sitting on a gold mine if they started breeding a pistos. Monica Lynn, hi there. Can anyone recommend where to get a real good quality catappa leaves? I don't know. If you find out, let me know. I'm looking for like bulk. I actually had a company email me wanting me to resell their leaves, but I had to buy like 5 pallets at a time, and I'm like, do you know who I am? Like, where am I supposed to put 5 pallets of leaves? I use oak leaves from Bob's backyard. Yeah, honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with collecting them out of the wild as long as you know that there's not like pesticides or anything being sprayed, and as long as you bake them or whatever. But yeah, I got mine from where they are. They're huge, packed well. Other Bob has steel blue apistos. Yes, I know Bob Kaler is breeding the blue steel apistos, which are amazing apistos for sure. Seafood Aquatics, Apistos, I guess it's your hard water. Check Aquabid. Aquabid doesn't have anything. I guess it's your hard... Well, I don't have hard water, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. We have very soft water. It's perfect for Apistos, discus, all that stuff. That's not how people usually use the phrase, do you know who I am? Like, yeah, no. Do you know who I am? Like, I'm a nobody, and you want me to buy 5 pallets? I'm no Bob Vance. Like, I don't have a warehouse. Come on. I can send you a huge box of magnolia leaves, no sprays. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Monica? Because I would take a huge box. I need them desperately. Desperately. I use maple and oak leaves from my own property. Never had a problem. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem at all. I have double reds. Are you breeding them though? That's what I need. I need someone that's breeding them. I didn't know there was another live tonight. Stoked. Yeah, I'm probably only gonna go for an hour. And we still got 30 minutes left. I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about because I did not plan this at all. And I'm just looking at fish. And unfortunately, I cannot show you what I'm looking at. That would be really cool though. But I cannot. My dog is making noises. I don't think you guys can hear it. He's dreaming. Nope. So, I will... Hey, how about this? You guys are here. I did tell this to my members. So my members know. They got advance warning. I'll tell you what fish I'm getting next week. It's gonna be pretty sweet. I just have to find how to get to my channel. Let's go here. I mean, if you guys don't want to know, I don't have to tell you, but, you know. My catfish order. You guys want to know what my catfish order is? I'm pulling it up right now. I just watched that Bare Bottom, the best film of the year so far. Yeah. Is he running in his sleep? He does. He does do that. Yeah. And he goes, and it's really loud. Like you could hear it across the entire house. Never use catappa leaves, but same tree as catappa worm that grows. Wait. There he goes again. Do you hear it? I can hear it, but I don't think the mic's picking it up. I'm watching the mic. Okay, so it's so funny sounding. I don't know if you guys can hear that. As far as the catfish order, it's basically Corydoras and Plecos. So nothing outside of that realm. Now, one of the Corydoras I'm bringing in is super mega freaking awesome. One of my favorite Corydoras of all time. And that is the Flagtail Corydora. Let me see if I can pull this Corydora up for you guys. Flagtail Corydoras. Oops. So many typos. Okay. This thing is freaking awesome. Look at this one right here. This is a nice example right here. Look at the tails. It's got like the zebra striped tails. And they are super mega awesome. I love this Corydora. I've been after this Corydora for a while. I've actually never kept it. I got to keep this under 15 seconds so I don't get copyrighted. But yeah, that's it. And I'm going to bring in hopefully a lot. I hope I get it because it's another one of those fish that's like limited numbers, and it's a Project Piaba fish. So if you're aware of Project Piaba, it's from them. So it's helping that whole region down there. Flagtail. So the Flagtail Corydora, the Robin EAE. I don't know. And then Corydoras Ornatus, a Dolphoi, Bilineatus, Canii, and Schwartzii. Schwartzii. Will rams or epistos go to a community rainbow fish tank? Absolutely, Mike. Yep. Epistos are my favorite fish ever to match with rainbow fish. Rainbow fish and epistos is like the funnest tank ever. So those are the Corydoras. Schwartzii, Bilineatus, Canii. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Canii. I don't know, but that's it. The Adolf Adolf Corydora, and then Ornatus. And all but 2 of those species are from Project Piaba. And I'm getting some Project Piaba plecos, like the L95, which is the orange cheek something pleco. Will they be under $30 for a single fish? I don't know what the price is going to be yet. But yeah, they'll be under I don't have any Corydoras that are going to be more expensive than more than $30. That's insane. That's like L or CW111 pricing. So anyways, yes, the L95, which is a really, really awesome pleco. They get about 12 inches long though. So they do need a little bit bigger tank. And then I'm going to bring in just some rubber lips because they're great algae eaters and they're very inexpensive. And so why not? I think they're awesome fish. The L07, the L75 paraplecos. If you've never seen a parapleco, these are in my top 5. I'll show you these. I'll show you these ones as well. Parapleco. I mean, look at this fish. How could you not love this fish? This is an amazing fish. If you don't like this fish, just get out of this live stream right now. I don't want you. I don't want you here. Go away. Beat it. Kick rocks. Oh, no. What is it? Flip rocks? Go flip rocks if you don't like this fish. Obviously, I'm joking, guys. Don't get butthurt. Come on. So yeah, in the L75, and was that it? That's it. Oh, and the L52 butterfly pleco. Bare bottoms. Okay, bye. Peace out. I'm out of here. Unsubscribe, block, banned. Yeah, all that stuff. Wild Caught Oblivion Rams from Eric Bodrock in my 60 cube community. Excellent fish. Yeah, I would love I would love some wild Oblivion Rams. But anyways, that's what's coming in next week. And there'll be some other stuff that's not plecos, just restocking some stuff that's out of stock, like the Beckford's pencil fish. I haven't had those in for a while, so I'm going to bring in more of those. I'm trying to think what else. I think gold rams. I actually tried to bring in gold rams on the last shipment, and they didn't come in. And Makolachai rainbows didn't come in on the last shipment, so I'll probably get those as well. But it'll be like, the way I'm going to clickbait it for YouTube is like all catfish unboxing. Whatever, I don't know. Barbara Jackson says, I'm so excited for my order. Oh, yeah. I forgot I'm shipping fish on Monday. For some reason, I thought I was done with that. I got you. I got Ginger Graves. I had something else. I don't know. Some people actually paid for overnight shipping, which is crazy because it's so expensive. Kaler's Aquatics with the $10 cheerleader. Thank you, my friend, Bob Kaler. Quickly becoming a staple of the community. Crazy. I would like some. What's your email, or do you want to DM me on the other app? It starts with, you can say Instagram. Monica, I don't know why you feel you can't say Instagram, but it's such a cool pleco. I don't know how you could not like it. That's ridiculous. Like, even if you don't like plecos, okay, there's some fish that I don't like bigger Central American cichlids, but I can still look at some of them and say that's a cool fish. I would never own it. It's not for me, but it's still a pretty cool looking fish. Like the Haitiensis cichlid is this massive, super pissed off cichlid. I would never own one, but it's still cool. Like it's not my thing, but it's still cool. If you don't like plecos, that's all right, but there's still some plecos that are pretty dang cool, whether you would ever own one or not. And that's the case with the parapleco. So, yeah. Anyways, the para is nice. Never had one, but yeah, see? It's super cool. I think I have like 4 or 5 or 6 of them. I don't know. You never see them, so I don't really know how many I have. I'm just kidding. Actually, my paraplecos are out all the time. That is one of the plecos that I can see anytime I want to. You feel that way about flower horns? Like, I just think flower horns are ugly regardless. There's, I think maybe one. I saw one at the 2017 Aquatic Experience that I was like, whoa, this is a really cool one. Other than that, I've never really seen one that I liked. Monica Lynn says, I really like your plant background. Yep, I wish I knew who sent this to me, but I don't, so I cannot give them credit. But they sent it to me like 3 years ago. I feel that way about angels. Yeah. I really do like my Leopoldi angels, and I got in the koi angels, and they've really come out of their shell the last couple days, and they're up front towards the tank now, and they've colored up a lot more. But still, it's just a fish that I'm like, they're cool, but they're fun to look at. It's a fish that's like, when you go to someone else's house or fish room and they have angels, you're like, that's cool, but it's not really anything that I would keep. Yeah, I realize I keep Leopoldi angels, but that's the first and probably only angels, unless I could get some like really good, high quality, super awesome koi angels. I do like that fish. What are some tips for getting a 30-gallon to naturally spawn fish? I have leopard, danios, serpae, tetras, and guppies. A 30-gallon to naturally spawn. Well, I'd be willing to bet, Frank, that your danios and guppies are spawning, but they're probably getting eaten before you can even notice. So your guppies are obviously live bearers, and they're giving birth to little fish. and your leopard danios and serpe tetras are probably scooping those up. Your danios could be scattering eggs, but again, they're going to eat them. The tetras are going to eat them. The guppies are going to eat them. So there's a pretty good chance that things are breeding in your tank. You're just not. You would have no way to know because they're going to get eaten really quick. Is that really 111 viewers and only 38 likes? Come on, people. Bob is better than that. I'm at least as good as 40 likes. I'm at least as good as 40. Oh, and there. Now we're at 45. So there you go. Thumbs up on the Ultims. Yeah, see, people go crazy for the Ultims, and I'm like, it's just an angelfish. Like, it's a cool fish, but it's not any cooler of any of the other. It's not cooler than any of the other angels. But people really like Ultims, and I'm not gonna like bash them because they like a fish that I don't like. We can still get along. We're all fish people. Ooh, 51 likes. Now I'm starting to feel like people actually like me. We gotta put an end to that. You better start selling those freshwater blennies. Nope, because they're not freshwater at all. My chair's kind of falling apart here. Time for a new chair. This chair sucks. This chair has sucked since the first day I got it. You guys see the brand? Merax, whatever it is, sucks. Don't ever buy it. Though to be honest, unless it's shell dwellers, I rarely get interested enough to keep them. That's why I only have 2 non-shell dweller species. We all have our favorites, though, right? Barbara Jackson, thanks. I'll contact you later. I have to get back to work now. Scene Aquatics, Candy overalls, thanks, and good night. Thanks for stopping by, Monica. I appreciate it, Bob. My Corys spawn all day, but my Rummy-Nose follow around and eat their eggs. Any advice for besides removing the tetras? No. No. Oh, okay. No, I got something you could do. Besides removing the tetras, how about removing the Corydoras? You didn't say anything about not removing them. Move them into their own tank and let them spawn. So it depends, Matthew. Are they spawning on the glass or are they spawning in the substrate? If they're spawning, I don't know why I was stuttering right then. If they are spawning on the substrate, then you can get like really big size gravel, and the eggs will fall into the gravel, and then the tetras will not be able to get them. Don't buy chairs at Costco either. Ripped them the first month. Well, at least at Costco you can go take them back. Like, this thing was like almost $200, and it sucked since day one. Sucked. I saw those freshwater blendings on a website stock list from overseas. Could that be your supplier? You could order fish from them for me. No, I don't order fish overseas. Nothing I order I don't import. Nothing I do is imported. Chris says, I got into angels once, started with 4 before I knew it. I had hundreds, never again. Yeah, that's the other thing with angels. They're really hard to get rid of because everyone and their grandma breeds angelfish, and I see it all the time. Like, you walk into a fish store and they have angelfish on sale for like $1 because they just have so many of them and they can't get rid of them. Zen Ginger says, how are my guppies this time around? Zen Ginger, the guppies are amazing. They look so good. I'm definitely keeping some for myself. So what I've started to do is I don't have the 55-gallon breeding fish for profit tank anymore, right? I took that, I got rid of all the fish, but I never took the tank down. It's still up and running. There's still sponge filter. There's still probably like 4 or 5 plecos and some cherry shrimp in there. And that's it. So what I've started to do is take all my oddball guppies that I get in, and I just throw them in there. And I'm going to have like this massive mix of lyre tail guppies, Dumbo ear, elephant ear, whatever you want to call them, guppies, all different colors. And they're all going to be like interbreeding, and it's going to be like this huge mix of all kinds of genetics, and it's going to be interesting seeing what comes out of it. What guppies I ordered for Zen Ginger, I ordered Dumbo ear white guppies and Dumbo ear green guppies. Please let me know if you would like to collab with Aqua Alex. I honestly don't know who that is. Sorry. Wish there were $1 angels around here. Shops still price them higher. Even if they have 1 million. Maybe that's why a lot of fish stores are going out of business these days. Angelfish go for like $3 for $3 to $6 at my club auctions last month. A few didn't sell at all. I don't know why. I just told you why, because everyone in their moms and their grandmas and their uncles and aunts and their nephews and their newborns, they're all breeding angelfish, and I don't know. I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap that newer fish keepers get into because they buy angelfish. They think, oh, I could breed these. I can make so many of them, and I could sell them, make good money, and then they realize that they can't, and then they're screwed. And so they end up having to give away a ton of these angelfish to stores, and then the stores sell them for like $1 or $2. It's happened around here many times. Dumbos are cute. I love them. I think the Dumbo ear, I'll probably order every time now. Let your angelfish dine in fresh caviar? I don't even know what that means. That's what my son's tank is, Bob. All oddball tank from the fish I breed. I think it'll be interesting. It'll probably take, it'll take a while because I still don't pay much attention to the tank at all. I drop food in it like every other day. But that's about it. So I got to get plants going back in it. Plus the fact I'm going to be moving it pretty soon. So just haven't got back into it. But like when I'll order like 20 guppies and then sell like 16 or 18. And then I'll have like a couple left over. And then I'm like, well, you guys are going in the mixed tank. We'll see what you get. Eventually, when I set up my 300 gallon, I might move them all into that tank and just do like a massive planted guppy tank. I don't know. I probably won't because that's just not my style, but it would be fun. maybe if I had like an excess of 300 gallon tanks. You live in the saltwater capital of the world. Try breeding angels in the Midwest with hard water. I mean, possibly. It's the same thing like discus. You can't even give discus away around here. It's like I see people selling discus for $5 all day long around here because they watch Joey's video of how to make $20,000 a month. They go buy a bunch of discus, and then they're like, wait, nobody wants discus. What am I going to do with all these discus? I lost $20,000 this month, which is crazy because we have the perfect water for it, but they're just not popular in this area. I said it before, my area is all about guppies, endlers, and shrimps. They sell for insane amounts around here. Oh, I'm also getting longfin green dragons. I'm getting a bunch of those in, so that'll be fun. Those are coming in Tuesday. I believe I'll get those Tuesday. I believe. 44 Med Guy. Hello. I doubt I could find any here. What are you guys talking about? Oh, did I just miss a super chat? Sorry, Matthew. Matthew Vargas with the $10 super chat. New chair fund. I think I'm just gonna get one of those like metal folding chairs because it seems like no matter what I buy, I'm just too big for chairs. Like I'm too cheap to buy the chairs that are for like tall, fat people. So I keep buying the cheaper ones because the difference is like twice. It's like twice the price to buy like a big and tall chair versus like a regular office chair. It's really expensive. $5 discus. Wow, dime size here sell out of shops in an hour for $35. Yeah, around here, like people give them away. So my $10 should cover a metal folding chair. Yeah. Hope you're doing well tonight, Seafood Aquatics. When are those blennies for sale? Never. Alien World Aquatics. They are not freshwater. They are brackish and they are no longer available at the wholesaler. So they were there for a couple weeks, and now they're gone. I don't know if they're going to get any more. I'll have to wait and see. But I don't know that I would like set up a brackish tank to resell them on my website. I probably wouldn't. Just get an old recliner, Bob. I want to get one of those recliners that are like motorized and make like they can stand you up like the old people chairs. That's what I want. I'll be like, oh, I want to stand up right now. They're so my grandma had one. I would just go up and down on it all day long. Hopes and dreams crushed. Yeah. So, anyways, I was wondering the same thing. Are the Green Dragon Select Aquatic Genetics? I'd have to find out. I don't know if they're from him. I could probably find out, but I don't know offhand. I don't know where they came from. I tell you, they're not like just some cheap wholesale. They're not from the wholesaler. They are privately bred, so they're gonna be nice. I've seen pictures of them. They're really nice. No Kamakas, Matthew Vargas. No Kamakas. So the thing is like I could get him Kamakas, but we're really trying to keep it like specific collection points and genetics. So like if I bought Kamakas from the wholesaler and then gave him to breed, that's not really what he's going for. So, yeah, if we ever get a hold of, or if he ever gets a hold of like wild caught strain with collection points, then yeah, but that's all he deals with. My gran had a vibrating chair. That sounds kind of weird. I don't know about I don't want a vibrating chair. Or you mean like a massage chair, probably. LOL, didn't you do a video on how they're freshwater? No, I haven't made a video on them at all. Like they were in an unboxing video when I said I don't think they're freshwater. So, I mean, I specifically said that in the video. Am I going to keep the rest of the red tail rasboras? No, they will all be for sale. I can't go for that. It was a very cheap massage chair, so yeah, it just buzzed. Bob, what was the Pleco you had on the screen before? I didn't get a good look at it, but I think it's a mystery Pleco I got at an auction months ago. Look at an L75 or an L124. L75 or L124. There's also there's a much bigger species that has that same orange and black spots, and it's I believe 174, but I could be wrong. I have one. It's noticeable different. Like the head is way bigger, just it's way bigger bodied. Where like the 75 and the 124 are like very narrow bodied. Any Nanochromis transvestitis available where you live? I've actually kept that fish, but no, there's none available local to me here. The Splendens sometimes comes around. The Consortus very rarely. I used to have like I think 4 or 5 different species of Nanochromis. They're a really cool. Probably my favorite dwarf cichlid. But yeah, they're not very popular. What's funny is labeled as freshwater around the world, but it's funny how it's been labeled as freshwater around the world. I actually have not seen that anywhere besides retailers. So if you Google the Top Hat Blenny, and what comes up is like resellers, and they're saying that they're freshwater, and they're really not. Like you can actually go and find like there's been like studies of this fish done like years and years and years ago, and you can find those studies online and see where they're collected from, and they're collected out of the Pacific Ocean. So don't tell me they're freshwater when they're getting collected out of the ocean. It's just not the case. There are true freshwater blennies, but they don't look anything similar. They're completely different. They're not even close as far as how they look. So I think there's 2 true species of freshwater blennies, from what I found, and it's definitely not the Top Hat Blenny. Aren't those Nanochromis ridiculously territorial and need super low pH to breed? They're not ridiculously territorial, but they do need low pH. And if you look at them, it's actually pretty disappointing. If you go to like Tropical Fish Keeping Magazine, they did an article on the Splendens, and they're like, oh, they're super easy to breed, and they're very prolific, and they're really not. They're not easy to breed. You need like 3.5 or 4 pH. They will live just fine in higher pH, but yeah, in order to breed, they're not easy to breed. I can guarantee it. But they're not territorial at all. Like, I think I had 8 of them in a 40-gallon, and they're just fine. You got to make sure that the males have their caves, but they did just fine. Daniel says, hey, first time in your live stream. Well, welcome, Daniel. Good to see you. Just subbed a few days ago. Well, that's pretty awesome. You're the one subscriber I got this month. Well, welcome aboard, my friend. Robert Jackson was in their basement when they passed away. The mother refused to throw away the sauna. I had to move it twice. And no electrical ground, so it was completely unsafe. No idea what you're talking about, but that doesn't sound very fun. Let's see. I painted all my breeder and grow tank sides, bottoms, and backs with black Flex Seal. Amazed how much the fish colored up. Oh yeah, black is always the way to go. I hate blue backgrounds. They are awful. They absolutely wash out the color of fish. Black substrate, black backgrounds will make all fish look way better. So your blennies are acclimated to fresh water at the wholesale. Okay, so here's the thing. I got an email from the person that does the ordering, and they're like, we got these freshwater blennies, but we do add a little salt to their tanks. I'm like, all right. So then I emailed them, and they're like, yeah, we keep them all in fully fresh water. I'm like, so which one is it? You have one person saying that you add salt, and then you have another person saying that you keep them in fresh water. They're saltwater. I mean, they could be brackish. All right, they could be brackish. There's lots of people online. When I say lots, I mean like 4 that said they keep them in brackish, but they do need some salinity. So as far as breeding, where like I was told that they breed in freshwater, but they don't. They breed in saltwater. So there's a lot of misinformation on this fish. If you're gonna buy this fish, they're really expensive. I think I've seen them from $40 all the way up to $75, and I think you're gambling. I think you're just gonna be renting a fish for 6 months until it dies off from being in freshwater. I mean, you guys feel free to try it. There's places online that have this fish available for sale right now. And if you want to give them a shot, go ahead. But I'm saying just be prepared. You might lose them. Are blue backgrounds leftovers from the 1960s saltwater tanks? All my blue backgrounds are from a fish store. I got all the tanks out from a fish store. Well, I mean, I got them from Corey, but he got them from a fish store that moved and left all their tanks behind. It's the only reason I have acrylic tanks with blue backgrounds. I don't know why anyone would ever want a blue background. What's going on in here? What's up, Kevin? I'm guessing they can be acclimated to salt. Sounds like they hang out in estuaries. I'm telling you, like there's even a map online. There's a Google map that you can go and find if you dig hard enough, and it's actually pinned where they've been collected from, and it's all in the South Sea of Japan, all around there. I didn't see a single collection point that was anywhere near like a tributary or anywhere near like a freshwater source. So, I mean, I don't buy it. Those bunnies were being sold for $7 a piece. He told me they were acclimated to freshwater. I mean, if you can find those bunnies for $7, go for it. That's not even close to what I paid for them. I have a blue background in one of my tanks, but only because blue's my favorite color. I don't think I'm gonna. No, don't. It's not like. Anyways. Easy on the blue background. Some of us choose that color on purpose. Blue looks great with green plants. Green plants look way better on black. I mean, look at this tank right here. If that was blue gravel, how awesome would those green plants look? They look good because they're on black gravel. So, it's just the way it is. Just the way it is. That is scientific fact. And on that note, I'm going to end this live stream. Now that I've pissed off everyone with blue backgrounds, it's been an hour. I'm going to get some quick dinner and then live stream on my other channel. And so I want to thank everyone who showed up on a Saturday night impromptu to hang out with me and talk fish. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joel, Jay-Z, Nathan, Matthew, and Kaylor for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everyone who participated and all the lurkers, all the mods. Very important. And members and lurkers. And wait, you probably have a lot of watchers with saltwater tanks, Teresa. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, I don't think there's probably anyone who's like saltwater only. Maybe like mixed. We got some mixed people in here maybe, but even in saltwater, like why would you want a blue background on saltwater? Ugh, ugly. It's so ugly. Get rid of your blue backgrounds, people. It's ugly. It's ugly.